New evidence being presented now in the Lockport fire hearings in court. Today, the court heard emotional messages left on the defendant's cell phone by Joe Phillips, the victim of last summer's massive tire fire there. Flames ripped through the High-Tread International Tire Factory last August. Now, a teenager faces criminal charges for causing $13 million in damage. His friend was killed in that fire. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley is live in Lockport tonight.
Well, Keith and Ashley, from the start, prosecutors have said they believe that Joe Phillips and his friend were responsible for causing that massive fire at the tire recycling plant last summer. Now, the friend was able to escape, but today we heard some very dramatic evidence about what happened in the moments after the fire started, trapping 14-year-old Joe Phillips in a burning building.
It's very shocking because it's a cry for help and an acknowledgement that he can't get out of that building.
14-year-old teenager is now facing criminal mischief, arson, and negligent homicide charges in connection with the HTI fire. And today, a voicemail taken from his cell phone shows that his friend Joe Phillips tried to contact him while the fire was building in intensity. The audio was muffled, but you could make out Phillips' panicked and desperate voice saying, "I'm gonna die," and "I love you, man."
And it certainly would have been directed at my client, which I've said from day one, we think it's his best friend.
The audio recording caused Phillips' mother to break into tears. Phone records also retrieved from the friend's cell phone showed he did try to call back Phillips several times.
I think it helps everybody establish what happened, but let's keep in mind this is a rapidly spreading fire.
Lockport police were able to retrieve the voicemail on the night the fire broke out with permission from the teen defendant's mother. But prosecutors also found videos on the phone that they wanted to introduce as evidence. Defense attorneys objected, claiming it exceeded the parents' consent.
That the consent was granted specifically to the voicemails, and that's what was explained to the parents at the time they signed.
Family Court Judge John Batt adjourned the hearing until an evidentiary hearing can be held. But this morning, we also heard from Derek Martin, the owner of HTI Recycling. He said the fire caused $13 million in loss to his company, and since the damage is still preventing HTI from properly manufacturing and selling its rubber crumb product, the company continues to lose $300,000 every month. The hearing on whether the cell phone videos will be allowed as evidence is scheduled to take place on March 16th. Live in Lockport, Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Ed.